Hey there, light switchers, how you doing? We are currently outside a beautiful set of flats in Hackney to come and find a singer-songwriter I've been trying to get on the show for a little while. Her name's J. Marie Cooper. Let's go find out more. This is the doorbell. I think this is the right flat. Is it that one? Is this the right house? This is the wrong house.
Hello.
Oh, hey, how you doing?
Hi.
Are you good?
Yeah, I'm good, thank you. How are
Are
you?
you well? You don't mind these guys coming in, right?
No, that's fine. Come on in.
J. Marie Cooper.
It was easy at the start. We had nothing to lose, so we threw ourselves right into the fire. Thought we'd never fall apart, but that's a fate we can't choose. So connected in a mindless desire.
Wow. 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 My God. This is spacious, right?
Yeah.
Len, how you doing?
This is Len.
Hello to Len, how you doing, sir? You well?
I'm well, thanks.
So, can we have a seat?
Yeah.
This is a lovely flat, it really is nice.
It's not mine, but...
No, it isn't, but Len's a good man, right?
Yeah, it's a good plan. Yeah, I mean, I've been singing forever.
Yeah.
Even from when I was really little, I did classes. I went to the Sylvia Young Theatre School.
Yeah. Did you appear in Casualty, is that right?
I did appear in Casualty.
Yeah.
There's a dodgy video of me floating around somewhere.
Yeah.
I played the girlfriend of a drug addict.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Quality.
And I look dreadful in it.
Yeah.
Throwing around I love you doesn't make it okay to treat this like some frivolous game.
It's great.
I've been watching this because I obviously consumed a lot of videos, and you've worked a lot with Eleanor, is that right?
Eleanor Peters Sava,
Sava.
yeah. She plays keys, and we wrote a really great song called Warrior Woman together.
That's kind of like a signature song, isn't it? Warrior
At the
Woman,
moment, yeah,
you'd say.
everyone seems to remember it. Yeah, that was a very personal song for me to write, but it was this sounds really cheesy, but it kind of set me free in a way, in a lot of ways, because it was a real sort of declaration song.
Free of?
Just a lot of things that have happened in my life, and
Yeah.
I think but I wrote it very generally,
Yeah.
so anyone can relate to it.
Yeah.
Just sort of, I think just things can hold you back, things that have happened to you, that kind of thing.
Yeah, for sure.
And it was just a real kind of positive, uplifting song.
It is,
and
isn't
I think
it?
it just spoke to a few people.
Yeah.
So.
The party's over, I've made my escape. This broken joker is not gonna play this charade. Don't make it harder, 'cause some things are never enough. The words were spoken, baby, this is love.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is where you do your vocals, right?
This is where I do my vocals when I'm writing with Len, yeah.
With Len,
I do
yeah.
write with a few people, so,
Yeah.
but this is when I'm writing with him. Like
Nice.
the song I'm doing today.
It's got a good setup here, isn't it?
Yeah, it's nice, it's good. I'm quite loud though, and I was always worried because it's actually a house and a studio in one. I was always quite worried because the neighbours, but he doesn't seem to care. Well, not care, but he doesn't mind. He says they don't mind, so I just kind of belt it out now.
Your frame and your voice don't seem to match, do they?
I know, I get that all the time.
Don't
People
seem
are a
to.
bit like, I don't get it, you're little, this big voice.
Yeah, it's all good though, right?
I'm going to start singing like a chipmunk. Just
Don't do it. Don't do it.
Then you gotta let go. It doesn't matter if your heart interferes. I really should have seen the signs, but I couldn't say no. And I guess that's how we ended up here.
We like to focus on LiteSwitch, like to focus on like the best new and upcoming artists.
Yeah.
But from your perspective, being out on the circuit, have you seen anyone recently that you thought was great?
Yeah, I'm
On
trying
that
to
way.
think. Well, Ella Chi is someone
Yes.
that you know already,
Yeah.
who I live with, and
You live with Ella Chi?
yeah, I do.
Oh man, right. Okay.
And she's great. Love her.
Yeah.
I don't know. There's so many. Ebru. I think you've done an interview with Ebru.
Yeah.
And there's just so many. I'm just trying to think. A lot of them are female artists, actually. There's another girl that's a really good friend of mine called Leah McFall, and she's fantastic.
So we should check her out.
Yeah, you should check all of these people out, definitely.
Joker is not gonna play this charade. Don't make it harder, 'cause some things are never enough. The words are spoken, baby.
Shine.
Yeah.
I love that song, yes.
Oh, cool. I'm glad you like that.
I absolutely love it. I got it on repeat, like non-stop.
Oh, cool.
What's it about?
Shine is just about, it's quite personal for me actually. It's mainly about God actually.
I knew it was about God.
Yeah.
I thought it's not a love song.
Yeah. Yeah, it's about God really. Yeah. And just how He's turned things around in my life. Yeah. I'm a very spiritual person, so...
That's a good thing.
Yeah. But yeah, no, that song was about that, but also just being positive and sort of allowing yourself to be who you are. Mm-hmm. But the thing is, it's not necessarily, for me it was about God, but it might, for other people, it might be, you know, their partner or someone that really lifts them up in life. Yeah. You know, it doesn't have to be about that.
Sure.
So it's about that kind of feeling you get from somebody or something.
Now we're stuck in the rut and we never say no. So we're drying our eyes as we walk away.
I met Len at the Bedford.
Yep.
In probably, I think it was November last year. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, just before Christmas.
And how did you get to decide to write together and work together?
Well, Len comes up to me. This is quite a good story actually. Len came up to me and he's like, he was like, "Do you want to write some songs?" And I was like, "Cool, yeah. Like, are you a guitarist?" And he was like, "Yeah, I am." Yeah. And he's like, "Yeah, you know, I do some bits and bobs and he was like really humble. And I was like, "Oh yeah, cool. Like, we'll have a cup of tea." And then I was like, "So what have you done?" And then he's like, "Oh, I co-wrote all the Skunk and Nancy stuff."
Oh wow!
And I was like, "What?" Because it's really strange because they are one of my favourite bands. Yeah. Always.
Were you thinking the same Skunk and Nancy as the one I know?
Yeah, I was
just so modest about it.
Yeah, he was just really casual about it, and then I was like, right.
You held it together though. You really held it together.
Yeah, but I'm not a hardcore fan, like properly full-on fan of Skunk and Nancy. So I was like properly like, oh right, so you co-wrote all of that. Yeah. I guess we can bash it up.
Sometimes it's a lyric, you know, sometimes you just go, that's a great lyric, we should work something around that.
But he'll strum and I'll just be like humming something and then you'll hum something and it'll just turn into this thing, you know.
But I think we're both lyrical people, we both get excited by a good lyric, because without a good lyric you haven't got a song. Yeah. So, you know, I think both of us really go, ooh, I really like that, that's great.
This bracket joker is not gonna play this charade. Don't make it harder. Some things are never enough.
What are you going to perform for us today?
Well, after all this talk of positivity, we're going to do a song called "This Isn't Love." It's actually about sort of that stage in a relationship where you're kind of addicted to the fire of it, but it's not necessarily working. But it's a real gritty song and it's quite interesting. This Isn't Love.
Have you put that out yet? Is that out and about?
No, this is like an exclusive. No one's heard it. We only finished it the other day. So
get in.
So let's just hope for the best because we only finished it a couple of days ago.
That's cool. I'm excited. This is great. Okay, so ladies and gents, if you haven't heard of her before, please remember you saw her first. I give you J. Marie Cooper and Len.